Government corruption has never been more prevalent or caused more harm. It's why extremism is on the rise. It's why the financial gap between the haves and have-nots has never been wider. And it's why our planet is at risk of an extinction level tragedy. That's why I need your help to keep exposing the truth about the rot on both sides of the aisle. Become a supporter or a friend of the show today by clicking on the coffee link in the description box below. Friends of the show join me on a Zoom hangout once a month, and you guys can ask me any questions you want, and I can get to know you better. But the most important reason to help is to keep the show alive. Together, we can and will save our country and our planet. Thanks in advance and enjoy the show. I'm beyond incensed by the reaction and inaction of the Democrats. They've known for months, just as all of us have, since the leaked draft came out, that this was coming down the pike. With rare exception, they're all just using this as a fundraising ploy. And they're placing the onus on us as voters. How typical. Joe Biden said, "Oh, the fight isn't over." But yet he's refusing to even consider trying to add more justices to the court. Even though this has been done, the number of justices has changed 7 times throughout our nation's history. It's not new. This is not like a new concept. And yes, I know, but Manchin, but Sinema, you know what? You still try. It's like I said the other day, prove to us that you care. Prove to us that you're willing to fight for us. It goes a long way. And you know what? If it fails, you showed your base at least, and you showed independents who by and large disagree with this, that we tried. We tried, and now you know who's to blame. Now they know who needs to go. Get everyone on the record. And if ever there was a time when public pressure could make a difference, it's right now. You know, between the concealed carry decision that the Supreme Court made and this horrific abortion decision, the vast majority of the country is pissed off. They're just done. They're done with these unelected shadow legislators pretending to be fair and balanced judges. Because they're legislating. Make no bones about it. That is what they are doing from the Supreme Court with no checks and balances, no one watching over them. And yet, what I'm seeing is more of the same bullshit, this apathy and this feigned helplessness from the left. Over the weekend, I saw a video that was posted by Senator Cory Booker, and he's complaining about the decision. And then he asked the viewers, "Oh, what are you guys going to do about it?" Seriously? You're a freaking senator. What can you do about it, Senator Booker? There's a lot that they can do. You know, like I said, they can try to pack the court with more liberal and progressive judges. And over the weekend, Senators Elizabeth Warren and Tina Smith had published an op-ed. In it, they said that they had sent, along with several other senators who co-signed on this letter, they sent a letter to Biden. This was at the beginning of June, so they were already seeing this coming down the road and saying, "Hey, wake up." He didn't. And they explained, here's some things that you can do regarding this impending decision that we all know is coming. In addition to changing the number of justices on the court, they also recommend abolishing the antiquated, ridiculous, what I refer to as the part participation trophy, otherwise known as the Electoral College. They say that that needs to be overhauled, but they also recommended that the federal government, quote, increase the accessibility of medication abortion and ensure the wide availability of accurate information about medication abortion. And then they also suggested that the government provide financial assistance for travel and for childcare for women who have to travel to another state for an abortion. And they recommend using the Department of Health and Human Services to try to connect women to affordable or free services for contraception and also for abortion funds. The senators also suggested using federal property. They said, you can use this to try to provide reproductive health services. So, this is all well and good. I say, sure, anything, throw everything against the wall, see what sticks, but it doesn't necessarily immediately address the issue. So here's what we all can do. We can donate to abortion funds, obviously. We can offer travel and lodging for women who have to travel from other states if possible. There's also a company I just found out about over the weekend. It's called Stix. It's spelled STIX. So there's a website that they have called getstix.co. not .com. They offer a morning after pill online. So this is just like the Plan B pills that you can get at the drugstore, but this is a very private way of making the purchase because you don't need a doctor's note. You don't need anything. You just order it online. They ship it directly to you. The product is called Restart. And as with other pills, it needs to be taken within 72 hours of sex to be effective. And here's the thing, the morning after pills are not abortion medications because they prevent the sperm from reaching the egg and initiating fertilization. So these are especially useful for women and girls who've been raped, or if you fear that your other method of contraception has failed. Now, here's the best part. On June 21st, they just started something called the Restart Donation Bank. And we can all donate to this fund, and the company will then send free doses of this morning after pill to anyone who requests it. So this is going to be a mask off moment for all of these weak men who claim that this is just about saving babies and it's not about controlling women. Because as I said, this isn't an abortion pill. This is preventing a pregnancy from occurring in the first place. So if they object to this, then we know for sure this is 100% about keeping women, as I said, uneducated, barefoot and pregnant, and reliant on these weak men who are afraid that they can't get a woman or keep a woman in any other way, other than when she's totally dependent on him. So I'll leave a link in the description box on YouTube and on the podcast for anyone who's interested in donating.